In the spring of 2006, the Richardson family of Medicine Hat, Alberta, became the victims of a horrifying and senseless crime. The family, 42-year-old Mark Richardson, 48-year-old Deborah Richardson, and their 8-year-old son, Tyler Jacob, were brutally murdered by their 12-year-old daughter, Jasmine Richardson, and her 23-year-old boyfriend, Jeremy Steinke. The case would go on to become one of the most infamous in Canadian criminal history. Mark and Deborah Richardson, who had struggled with drug addiction in the past, moved from Ontario to Alberta to start fresh. They eventually settled in Medicine Hat, where they hoped to provide a stable life for their 2 children. At age 12, Jasmine began to change. She started making friends with older goth kids, and her behavior at home became more rebellious. Her parents grew concerned as Jasmine became more distant and began spending increasing amounts of time online. On her social media, she expressed an obsession with serial killers, idolizing people like Jeffrey Dahmer and Marilyn Manson. In January 2006, Jasmine met 23-year-old Jeremy Steinke. Their relationship quickly grew, and she began sneaking around behind her parents' backs, meeting Steinke in secret. Jasmine's parents, worried about her behavior and her relationship with Steinke, grounded her, took away her electronics, and forbade her from seeing him. Because of this, Jasmine and Steinke began to plan to kill her parents so they could run away together. On the night of April 22, 2006, Steinke, under the influence of drugs and alcohol, snuck into the Richardson home and attacked Deborah and Mark. Deborah tried to defend herself, but was stabbed repeatedly. Mark rushed to help, but was also stabbed. Tyler heard the commotion and tried to defend himself with a toy lightsaber, but was stabbed and had his throat slit. While Steinke claimed that Jasmine killed her brother, she insisted that Steinke was the one who did it. Regardless, both were complicit in the brutal attack. After the murders, Jasmine and Steinke acted as if nothing had happened. They attended a party where they laughed, joked, and even bragged about the murders. The next day, a family friend of Tyler's discovered the bodies. The following day, Jasmine and Steinke were found and arrested. They were charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder. Jasmine was found guilty of the charges and sentenced to 10 years in prison, the maximum sentence for someone her age in Canada. She served her sentence in a psychiatric facility and was released in 2016. Steinke was also found guilty of the charges and was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 25 years.